Welcome to our epic road trip episode in Newfoundland Part 2. There's going to be a few, as we'll be on the island for about 6 weeks. On this leg of the trip, we traveled a short distance from Codroy to the fantastic Harbour View RV Park in Rocky Harbour, right next to the majestic Gros Morne National Park. This is an absolute must-visit Canadian national park. Knowing that it may get busy, on arrival at the campground, we booked a Westbrook pond boat tour to view the towering cliff for our first day. After walking 3 kilometers on an easy gravel road, we had to reschedule to a different day due to the very heavy fog in the area. We couldn't even see some of the obvious mountain peaks. All was good, and we decided to make a day out of it by taking a side trail coming back to the parking lot. The side trail was really a hiking trail, single line with lots of roots, rocks, and mud along the way, but birds and smells were very present, making it an absolute must-do. On our way back to the campground, we stopped at a few lookouts to admire the scenery. So peaceful and calming. Just had to let it soak in. The first one was the SS Ethie shipwreck that happened in 1919, and you can still see parts spread out on the beach. The second lookout, Green Point, is a geological site and it is a must. It's a 500 million years ago site where geologists defined the boundary between the Cambrian and the Ordovician periods. They found a lot of fossils amongst the strata of rocks. It is also very picturesque. Look it up in the links provided in the details section of this video. Third and last one, Lobster Cove Head Lighthouse. That is also a must as you can visit the lighthouse with its amenities during the time it was operating. Nice views of the lighthouse from the bottom with the dramatic rock edges. On our second day, it was raining buckets and it was a cold day. We headed over to the Bonne Aquarium, which had very interesting species along with very knowledgeable students attached to the Memorial University. While around, we had a few great IPAs at the Cat Stop Waterfront pub. This was a nice spot and great views of Bonne Bay. You can even see snow caps on the nearby peaks, and we are at the beginning of July. On our return, we had a good dinner at the Ocean View restaurant, which is also an hotel. Lobster and cod were right on, but service was a bit too rushed to our liking. Overall, still a nice location for dinner. They had some very nice art piece on display, and we were tempted. As the weather cleared up, we had a great late happy hour with a beautiful sunset. But the temperature was getting chilly at 11 Celsius or 52 Fahrenheit. Maybe we didn't have enough alcohol to support it. On day 3, we headed over to the Gros Morne Discovery Center, on the other side of Rocky Harbour, and if you are crazy about rocks and geology, that is a great place to visit. It was super nice seeing the exhibits about the rock formation in the park. Gros Morne is a UNESCO site due to its geology features on tectonic plates and continental drifts. They also had an exhibit on the Micmac indigenous story, very nicely done with lots of explanation on the way they lived. Afterwards, we went to hike the Tablelands trail, an easy 4-kilometer trail with beautiful landscapes that looks like Mars, except there were remnants of snow in the shaded area. So different than the other mountains in the region due to its rock composition, the peridotite. It has a high concentration of iron that makes them look like rusted rocks. As we climbed up, the wind was also picking up and we had to hold on to our hats. At the end of the trail, you end up seeing a bowl-like formation of brown rock with a cascading stream nearby. Must see. On the way out, we climbed up to a small waterfall, and I had to touch some of the lingering snow. Incredible. Beginning of July and touching snow. And we're not very high altitude either, just weird. Coming back to Rocky Harbour, we stopped at the Southeast Brooks Falls, where they had an interpretive forest bathing hike to the falls. It was beautiful, an easy little hike of 1 kilometer to and back from the falls. The falls are very nice, and you can feel that the water is rushing down at a good speed to the ocean below. Again, great place to stop by. To wrap up the day, we went to the Rocky Harbour Fish Market and got myself 2 lobsters that I selected. They were delicious at an affordable rate. Our last day in Rocky Harbour, we finally got on our boat ride to the Westbrook pond. Good thing we had to reschedule as we finally had a sunny day. This time around, we could actually see the Long Range Mountains in the background. Once on the boat, we headed over to the pond. Initially, it was like another day near a cliffside, but once in it, we were so minuscule compared to what was around us. At some point, we saw the highest cliff towering at 2,000 feet, and as a reference, the CN Tower in Toronto is about 1,800 feet, so 200 feet higher. That is crazy high. Also, amongst the cliff were some great waterfalls. Overall, we had a super great time in that region, and we could have easily spent another 2-3 days to do some of the other intermediate hikes in Gros Morne Park. Next time for sure. On that note, we'll leave you with a map of what we visited while in the area. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. See you soon in part 3 at Lanso Meadow, the north of Newfoundland.